a junk journal, AliExpress Halloween witchy themed haul. Let's go for it. We've got some really lovely papers here. Midnight Garden. I'll just run through those and I'll talk to you whilst I'm doing it. I hope you can see that okay. So I am making a junk journal with a witchy based theme. I love the film Practical Magic. Look at that owl, wasn't that gorgeous in the moon picture? Yeah, I love the film Practical Magic, and it's kind of going to be quite like strongly based on that. I might use some quotes from the film. It is going to be something I can put anything I want in it, but it's also going to be, yeah, just a bit different. And I want to use, because I like to do multi crafts. I crochet, I needle felt, a little bit of embroidery, can do jewellery making. I really want to use as many different elements as I can within it, and I will take, hopefully I'll be able to show you everything as much as possible. So this set is sold, it's sold as a kit. 12 sheets of paper, 40 stickers, and looking at them you could literally just fold them in half. They are single-sided, but you could, you know, pop them together, fold them in half, and you would have pages. There's no room to write on that though, but you would have that, and you have these stickers. It's got sort of a funny smell to it, and they've got quite a strange feel. It just says paper, but maybe it's the ink on that. I mean, it's quite a good quality image. I think this is one of my favourite ones that I've got from this set. Not just because of the prints, but because they're a bit more vibrant. That's the only trouble if you go down a bit of a gothic route. Sometimes it becomes so dark that the interest can be lost a little bit. So these are, there's quite a few of these kits like this, and I've got another one here. We'll do that one in a bit, but let's keep to this theme. This one is the Window of Pantomime. Now these are quite dark, and are meant to be, but they're a little like too muted for really. I mean, I'll use them because I've bought them, but yeah, I feel like that's quite dark. I think there's two of these. Yeah, there's two. So we've got a window. What did I say it was? The Window of Pantomime. We've got like that's like a graveyard. You can see them, yeah. That one, that's nice. That is nice actually. I mean, they are really nice, but they are just, I would just like them to be not quite so muted. But maybe as backgrounds, they'll work really, really well, I'm sure. So we've got, you know, they are the images they're supposed to be. Just, I guess maybe I'm used to working with much brighter things. Okay, what's that set? And I think these were about £1.20 or something. Oh, this one, I love this. Retro Story, Gothic World Series material paper. And I think with some of these, there are multiple choices. So you can have like a bit of a theme, but these are really lovely. Obviously, you've got to pull them out, so there's a slight risk of damaging them, but I'm sure I won't. I mean, just look at that bottle on top of those books. And that lady. I've bought more. I think I spent probably about £12, and I bought more than enough to do what I want to do. I'll have loads left over. I do have something else that I'm working on that I can use them for. Look at that cat. And the shiny apple. See, these are, although they're muted, they're just a bit sort of brighter. Oh, look at that's really spooky. Oh, the witch. She's brilliant. So this is, I think this was just this set. No, I don't know actually. Maybe there are other sets, but these are great. Now, there is absolutely loads on AliExpress. And I did look. I wanted to see if I could find a company that would sell, you know, a bit like a set, really. I was thinking more of like 12 by 12 papers, but it's really hard to find anything like witchy or gothic-y. Even the Halloween stuff, but borders on the like a bit silly. And not, got these candles. Yeah, there just wasn't anything. There was lots of printables on Etsy. The problem with that is I don't have a lot of ink, and we use quite expensive ink, and I just couldn't use it up. on something like this, because some of the, you know, if you're doing a whole page that's black, that's a lot of ink, or a cut, you know, grey or something. I just didn't want to. But there are some really, really lovely sets on there. So if you don't want to order from AliExpress, then there are also people on Etsy selling these things from AliExpress. You can go to one shop and probably get everything there that you want. I think we've repeated again, haven't we? I thought we'd repeated. So that's okay. If there's two of each image, that's fine. You can see them on the back. Really happy with that one. And then I got these. This is another set. So again, the same sort of concept where you get 2 sticker papers. But these are glossy. Not so keen on glossy stickers. I didn't know that when I ordered them. I don't suppose it probably wouldn't have stopped me. But I do like this. This is kind of like a... I don't know what this is. It says paper, but it's kind of just got such a weird sheen to it. Great. I'd love some stamps that do this, so you could do your own papers, because obviously you are limited to sizes, and if my book is this big, that couldn't be a page, or it would have to be a small page. But yeah, these are great. And then that's a kind of, and that's a much thicker card. Again, they are a bit shiny. They're not too shiny. Got bent slightly on the corner. And then that to me is more of your Halloween, like fun pages, but still really pretty. So that's kind of quite a good set, and I think that was like £1.90, so that one was a little bit more, but still, if you bought these 2 packs, you probably could get away with that, as most of the things you're using. What's next? So we've got some, we've got some little stickers here. Grimoire, have a good day. So even like the packaging is quite sweet. One's got stuck. So these are all like an image with a transparent backing. We've got some sort of like herbs and things in pots. We've got this might be easier, mightn't it? Like a glass ball. A couple of those. Looks like we've got a couple of each. This one's bent, but we can fix that. And I think these came in quite a few colours, and I went for the green option. So, dagger. Oh, look at him. Oh, I've got something else I'm going to use him for, actually. That's perfect. Yeah, it looks like I've got 2 of each. We've got sort of almost a broomstick. Cauldron. Fairy. Bottle with like some gems in it. Glass ball with the image inside. Can't really make out what that is. I think some sort of a cup. And then we've got Dreamcatcher, book, another like lady with some herbs, I think. I think, oh no, there's some more here. Not sure what that is. So that's kind of some sort of a symbol with some rocks and things around. That's lovely. I like that star one. And some gems. And a lady on a bear. So maybe these are perhaps a little bit more, I think I've shown you them all. Maybe they're a little bit more fairy. That's okay. And then we've got a really small pack here. And this pack is weird. I think you get like 4 of each image. 1, 2, 3, 4 to me is a little bit too much. And some of the images are a little bit, it's okay, beware, poison. Yeah, I wouldn't, if I'd seen this up close, I wouldn't have bought it, I don't think. But I'm sure I'll probably be really grateful when I go to use it, because, you know, they are images, aren't they? That's just the creep and spooky. Yeah, it's a bit like, do you want 4 of the same witchcraft experiments? 4 of the same thing is a little bit, I don't really like that one. But these are very like on the green theme again, aren't they? I quite like that one though, it's nice. same. Sorry, these have got muddled up, haven't they, at some point? There's like a ghosty one there. You can just see a bit of a ghost on that. And back to the beginning, I think. One more. Yeah. So I think get 4 of each of those. So maybe that's perfect. Maybe, I'm not sure. Sorry about the wrapping. Tried not to have to do that too much. So these are more transparent stickers. And again, I think these somewhere around the pound mark. These are a bit more black themed. We'll use that again. So we've got some nice dark books. And ideally, I'd love to have like stamps of these, you know. Yeah, I would like some stamps so I could use them again, but unicorn, black unicorn. Not sure how, like some of these might just go away for something else because I don't know if I'm going to want a unicorn, but I love these ones, they're great. And again, another book. And it looks like you only get 1 of these. Yeah, 1 of each. These are really, really lovely. Yeah, I like those, even though they are glossy. And then the other thing I got, sorry, I didn't unwrap this one. And the annoying thing was I accidentally got 2 of these as well. This is not, I'm just going to get into it. Let's open the other pack. Because it seems to be stuck. So again, like the other 2 packs where you get stickers and pages, that's what this one is. Sorry about that noise. So I'm going to do a separate like autumny journal, so these will go in that, and they will be used. I'll probably be really grateful that I've got like 2 of this one. It's really beautiful, and again, it's that weird, I don't really know what it is, but that could so easily be small. You could do a nice small little journal with these. So I think these are quite good, especially if you're new to journaling and you want, you know, you want it maximum impact, but you know, for a price, this is really good. I actually really like that. And that's lovely. Both of those pages are lovely. And that's really nice. That could be a whole piece again. So these are great. But it was much more easier to find autumny things I found this year. And that's funny because we don't give autumn cards in the UK. I can't really, I suppose you could make someone an autumn birthday card, but generally we don't. But we do, but I think we do love all these images, and you know, you see lots of things with these images, like you can get cushions and things like that. The jumpers are really nice. And the mushrooms, love a mushroom. Yeah, so the images on this are beautiful, and there are a few other sets as well. I think I meant to order another autumny set, and I somehow ended up ordering 2. Now these stickers, they're the same, they're quite small, not like that's really small. I would have rather have had just those and much bigger, but they are shiny, but they're stickers as well, so that's kind of good. So for someone who's new, especially if you were able to, you know, if you could leave that side or put your writing on there, so if you folded it over and then you had you stuck your written page on there or something like that, I don't know, I think you'd be able to get something really good out of these. I probably will, and it's a bit of a shame because they've got this nice pattern. I will cut them up, I think, and just use them on a bigger page, but I haven't decided yet on what I'm doing for the autumn one because I've got lots of other stuff going on. But yeah, this whole witchy vibey thing I'm really, really excited about, and I will try and take you along with me so to show you what I do. We'll be upcycling things and using all sorts of strange things as well as these, so you have some time to, if you want to join me, get yourself some bits and bobs ready. And the other thing I got, and this was from the range, and I really love the range for their craft products, is this A4 white and brown mixed paper pad, 20 sheets of white, brown and black, but you get one lot is 110 GSM and the other is 220. So that's white, and everybody chunked into it because I couldn't wait. So this is a thick paper, but still a paper. This would be absolutely brilliant for your journaling pages. I'm so impressed with this. And then you've got your much thicker pages. here, and having this colour and the black, the craft colour and the black and the white, I just think it's absolutely brilliant. So I'm going to be using this to make my journal pages, which I will then probably stick most of these things onto. But this was £2.99. I think that's brilliant. And they did have a 12 by 12 one. It wasn't the same as this, but it had like similar colours, or it had a nice palette of like the darker muted colours, for £3.99 I think. But yeah, the range is definitely worth looking at for things like that. So thank you for listening to me gibber, and please do subscribe if you can. That would be absolutely amazing, and follow along if you want to have a go at making something special too. Okay, take care, bye.